Hey there guys, welcome back to Cop Talks. Today we're going to be talking about license to carry, Texas license to carry specifically, and Texas peace officers, and why Texas peace officers should get a license to carry, maintain that license to carry, and just how easy it is to get one, right? Now you're wondering, why as a peace officer do I need to get a license to carry? You can already carry under H.R. 218, the Leosa Act, that allows police officers of any state to carry in all 50 states, which is true. You can do that. But there are a few benefits to having a license to carry versus not having one. Some of those being expedited access to the state capital of Texas. It's true. You can actually carry your firearm into the state capital of Texas, and you can actually get in faster than a regular person because you've been through a more extraneous background check. Kind of handy. If you visit the capital or, whatever the case may be. Another one is you can carry your firearm at the State Fair of Texas. You can also actually carry a pocket knife, which they don't let anybody else carry pocket knives for whatever reason. You also have expedited checkout services at when purchasing a firearm. You don't have to sit around and wait for a background check. You can basically give them a copy of your license to carry, or rather give them the card. They make a copy of it, and then you can pay for the firearm and walk out. Because, once again, you've been through a more strenuous background check. You also get discounts and other services, usually at a discounted rate at certain locations. There's a lot to list, and I'm not just going to throw any out there because I'm not sponsored or anything. Now, for police officers specifically, having your license to carry covers you in a variety of situations, right? For H.R. 218 to be effective and for you to carry in any state, you have to maintain your department-issued ID, and generally, by department policy, you have to have your badge with you as well. Now, if you forget either one of those, you could get in trouble at your department if you have to use your firearm, or you can get in trouble criminally if you don't have your identification with you. This is covered if you have a Texas license to carry. At least in Texas. This doesn't apply to every state. Now, if you do have your license to carry and you do get in a shooting and you forget your badge or your police ID at home, you are covered with carrying that firearm because you can prove that you have a license to carry, or you have a reason to carry. Now, if you identify yourself as a police officer and you don't have anything actually proving you're a police officer, that's a whole nother thing. But moving on from that, getting a Texas license to carry as a Texas peace officer is insanely easy, right? It's very, very easy. And I'm going to pull that up on this screen here real quick. For a Texas peace officer, and this goes off in a few different directions. This applies to judges, prosecutors, peace officers, railroad peace officers, special rangers of the Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association, correctional officers with TDCJ, county jailers, retired thereof, Anyway, we're going to be talking about the police officers specifically. All you have to do is provide them an LTC 80 consent form, which basically releases your fingerprints to DPS for them to use your fingerprints, just like you would have to get if you were applying for your license to carry. A provided copy of your Tcole license and evidence of current employment. So agency identification. What I did just to prove to them is I copied a copy of my department issue ID and a pay stub just to prove that I'm a paid employee of that agency. Folded it up in a letter along with the LTC 80 consent form and mailed it to Texas DPS. Within 3 weeks, I had my license to carry card in the mail. They just used my picture from my driver's license, my fingerprints that were already on file, and as you can see here, the application fee is $0. It don't cost jack. Other prosecutors, $40. Judges, $25, but they got that money anyway. That don't matter. Railroad peace officers, $0, $0, $0. It's free. It's free. It's like 2 pieces of paper and a stamp, and it's easy. Now, if you submit all that and you do it online, right? You have the option of donating to like a veterans organization, which I did. I donated $5 because versus like doing all this other crap and paying for it and civilian side and everything, $5 is nothing. You don't even have to take the class. And if you see on here, documentation of handgun proficiency is not even required. So if you can't even get a hold of your qualifications, it's not even that big a deal. Oh, that's railroad, but it says same shit right here. So you can get it so easily, and it comes with benefits, and it costs nothing. Why would you not do it, right? I live by that mindset of better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And if it's free, it's no real work on your part except for, like, you can even email them this shit. I'm old school, so I sent it in an envelope. And, you know, I addressed it to the handgun licensing department. I didn't hear anything back from them. And then suddenly in the mail one day, boom, license to carry shows up. It's that easy. If you haven't done it, just go do it. It'll take 10 minutes of your time if you're, you know, a peace officer. And this applies to reserves, part-times, full-times. Doesn't matter. Just go get it. You're not going to regret it. It's just a handy thing to have. Anyway, guys, I hope you really appreciate this information, and I hope you can use it. And please, please exercise your right to carry in this great state of Texas. You never know when shit's going to go down. And being one of the people that specializes in critical incidences with the training and knowledge that we have, it's more important nowadays. It's more important than ever nowadays that the right people be carrying the right things at the right times. So guys, get out there, get training, be prepared, help everybody else, be a good person, and just overall, God bless the state of Texas.